So you want to photograph birds, but you have no clue where to start. I'm going to show you my top 3 types of areas that I like to check out so you can copy this in your area and have success. So stay tuned. Area number 1. The easiest one. Might as well go to the easiest one first. Water. Find water. Swamps, lakes, ponds, whatever. Find water, you're going to find birds. Not just waterfowl, lots of birds. Every bird needs water. So if you go out in the morning or in the evening, it's coming up on noon for me right now by the time I'm getting this video going, but if you find water, you're going to find birds. There's seagulls, there's geese, there's ducks, there's all sorts of things, and in the bushes surrounding the water, you're going to find birds as well. So number 1, find water, you're going to find birds. If there's no water nearby, I'll show you my area number 2. Area number 2, wide open spaces, fields, farmers' fields. You get a different type of bird in these areas. You get the sandhill cranes, you get the savanna sparrows and other field sparrows. It's easier for the photographer because there's more open space, so you're focusing, following birds in flight, that sort of thing. It just makes life a little bit easier. So whether it's a field like this or more of a farmer's field with the hay bales, and other types of things like that, you're going to get some Cooper hawks. You're going to get you're going to get a different mix. I think you know where I'm going with this. So that's number 2 for me in terms of success rate over the years. Water number 1 all time. The fields number 2. Especially if there's berry bushes and stuff in the fields. And number 3, we'll go there now and I'll explain to you why. That's my last choice, but sometimes the most successful choice, oddly enough. So let's go there now and check it out. Area number 3. Usually for me, the hardest, but surprisingly sometimes the most successful. And that's condensed areas, like a walking trail. It's really hard to see birds. So the number 1 thing I do, I walk into the trail a little bit, just stop and listen. Right now I don't hear nothing. Keep walking. You're not going to see them. You're going to hear them. You're going to hear birds up in there, and you're going to hear birds up in there, and you're going to be looking around for them. And if you're lucky, you'll see them bouncing around from branch to branch. And that's what makes it difficult. They're in the shadows. They're in thick cover. You got to focus through little tiny holes. But if you just walk slow, I'm hearing something over there, but it's far, so I'm going to keep going. I'm listening for things that are within 20 feet. 20 feet off the trail. That's what I'm listening for. If I hear something, what I'll do is I'll whip my camera up, I'll stop, and I'll just look through the holes. See if I see something. So there's usually always birds. It's difficult. I mean, option number 1, the water, wide open. You could see them coming from a mile away. Option number 2, fields and farmers' fields. Again, open space. They're on the telephone wires. They're on the fences. This is the trickier part. So I'll typically go for a drive and hit up the other spots first. Water, fields. Pay attention to the wires, the telephone poles. And that don't work, then I'll come out and I'll walk my dog. And I'll just listen. So those are my top 3 areas. Areas that I'm sure you have where you live. And Listen to this. I don't know if you could hear it. You got black-capped chickadees over here. And something else, I can't tell what it is. So this is an area where I'm going to stop and I'm going to try to take some pictures. So good luck. Go to those areas and stay tuned, and I'm just going to share a quick tip with you guys on how to photograph birds in flight. Arm's getting tired. There we go. How to photograph birds in flight a little bit easier. So stay tuned. There's a quick tip coming up. Thanks for watching. Okay, here's a quick tip on birds in flight. I'm in a random spot right now. I had to get in the shade. It is a scorcher today. So here's the tip. Birds in flight. You're going to go to these areas, particularly the water area. You're going to see birds in flight. And what are you going to do? You're going to try to photograph them, right? So here's what's going on. You see birds coming, they're flying by, or they're going to fly by. You whip your camera up, and this happens all the time. People zoom in, they can't find them. There's sky, there's water. Where the hell's the bird? You got to pull the viewfinder away from your face, see the bird, bring it back up, still can't find it, see it break. Now it's too late, he's gone. You're pissed off. Happens to me all the time. It's probably happened to you too. So here's what you do. Who here has shot a gun before? Here's what you do. You use the hot shoe. I forgot the name. You use the hot shoe as a crosshair. So instead of the birds coming by, instead of bringing your eye straight to the viewfinder, okay, you just want to slow down, stick them right in that crosshair, right between your hot shoe, right where the flash is going to go, okay? Just for a second. Follow him in there for a second, and then just drop your eye into your viewfinder and he'll be in there. Your viewfinder, okay, is directly below your hot shoe. It's lined up. So use your hot shoe, not on every camera, but on most DSLRs. Line up your bird with your crosshair here, and don't bring the camera up to your eye, because now the bird is no longer in the frame. Follow him, and then just drop your face and bring your eye down to the viewfinder. And he won't be dead smack in the middle, but he should be in the frame. And that's just something I've been doing over the years to help me with birds in flight. They're too close, they're too fast, it's very difficult, it's not easy. Nobody has an easy time with it. So you use that as a crosshair, boom, you got them, and just hold them there for a second, and then shoot. So that's my quick tip. An even quicker tip is don't zoom in all the way, just maybe 3/4 of the way, make it easier on yourself. That might be a little bit more obvious, but if you found that helpful, give the video a like. Let me know how I'm doing here. I'm trying to give you tips that I have discovered without anybody telling me, just days of going out and screwing up. So I'd like to help you guys out, and if it's working, give the video a like. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I will see you next time.